Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Hope everyone's having a good week. Obviously fast approaching the weekend now, can't moan about that, always like the weekend. Just a quick little catch up. So I announced on Instagram last night that we are going to have some Tash wax coming out quite soon. It's reasonably early in the process, but you know, it's something we're definitely going to do, and you've probably all guessed with me, anyone that follows me will see that when I say I'm doing something, it normally comes quite imminently as well. It's half the reason I do it, if I'm honest. I know that if I say to people that I'm doing something, then I've got to get on with it. I'm not going to tell you guys I'm bringing out a Tash wax and then just drag my heels and drag it out for months and months and months. So yeah, so we'll have our Tash wax coming out soon. I've started doing it already. A lot of you can probably see by now that I've started growing my own Tash out. Normally my Tash blends into my beard quite well, but I'm starting to lose my lip. I think in my last video it looked like I only had one tooth because it's half covered up with hair. So yeah, I'm growing a Tash purely for the purpose of testing the Tash wax. I've bought quite a few brands Tash waxes over the last couple of months, and I have been trying it on myself. So I'm trying to figure out what is the common thing I'm liking in these waxes so that I can get it there myself. You know, I'm seeing mixed things at the moment. I want something that's going to have a lot of hold, but I've tried some that are almost not nice to work with. They're almost too sticky. You know, so yeah, I'm going to take a bit of time making sure I get the right product. You've probably all seen by now our reviews are coming in left, right and centre. You know, I don't want to come across the wrong way. I'm a confident guy, I'm not an arrogant guy, but I've been terrified about most of our reviews. Any of the reviewers will tell you that if you ask them in the build-up. I'm quiet. I'm always saying to them, look, just be honest. You know, I'll learn from it. It is what it is. But they've all been good. They've all been really, really good. You know, some of the comments we're getting at the moment are fantastic. The new scents as well. You know, I'm not going to mention names. You can see it for yourself. There's people saying they rate us in the top 3 in UK, already. One of our new scents, Tynes Gold. A couple of people said they think it's one of the best they've ever smelt in the UK. The Manners Bar. That's going to be a Marmite one. That one. If you like your bourbon and your tobacco and things like that, then you're going to love the Manners Bar. If you don't like those things, then you're probably not. But it's a very unique scent. I had to work really hard on that because of the CPSR laws. So yeah, 2 really interesting new scents. Butters are absolutely flying. You know, I love butters. Most people know by now that I go for what I would call a wild man stroke lumberjack beard, which would mean quite a thick full beard, but also quite natural. You know, I do use balm because a beard this thick, it can escape quite easily, but butter is the thing I use the most of. I always use oil for the skin. I put that on all my videos. It's what it's there for. Your oil is for your skin, for your pores, for that hydration, that nourishment, to help with irritation, inflammation of the pores. There's just so much it does to the skin. It's thin for a reason, so you can get it into the skin. Your balms, again, most people should know what a balm is by now. It's mainly for the styling, training of the beard. You can get different thicknesses and consistencies, much of everything with beard products throughout the world. And then you've got your butters, which for me are just a pure conditioner for not as in a hair conditioner, you know, not quite like that, but it's something that you put in, you leave it in, and that's what really sorts your beard out. You know, that's what, for me, I would say, that's what makes my beard look healthy. I do at least an hour's exercise every day, even in this blistering heat. I get God knows how much sweat in my beard. I run, I lift weights, I do cardio, I do boxing. I do a lot, so I put my beard through a lot. I enjoy my whiskey, my cigars, my rums, my tequilas. Maybe a little bit too much at times, but that's all stuff that goes in my beard. I'm also a sun lover. Videos probably not doing much justice, but I'm normally quite tanned. But yeah, I've got no fade in my beard. It's good, it's healthy. And again, guys, I'm not just saying this to sound like a salesman, but I'm saying this because this is why I started Beard Manners, because I was sick of using products that didn't give me that. I was sick of using products twice a day, going and sitting in the sun for a day and coming back and my beard literally felt and sounded and looked like dead, dying straw. You know, just because the products weren't doing what they were doing, and this is what it's all about for me. So yeah, the beard butters are absolutely flying right now. The reviews for them, I'm over the moon. I'm literally knocked off my feet with the reviews for the butters. But yeah, so I'm going to try and keep up that consistency of quality as we've always done with our Tash waxes. I'm going to bring out probably 2 scents to start with because I want to hear people's feedback first. These things can be changed. It's not easy. It's not cheap, but you know, I want to continue giving the best service, the best product, and the best value for money and quality that I possibly can. That's never going to change with me. You know, what you guys are probably starting to see with me in the small time I've been doing this is that I'm a very, very big self-critic. I always want more, I always want better, I always want to improve, and that stems into my business, my product, my lifestyle, everything about me. You know, I never think it's good enough. I'm always worried about these reviews. I can read them and find a little negative where most people are saying they're fantastic, and it's because I just want to keep working and improving and growing. So, you know, I'm always going to do that. You know, it's been a really good ride with Beard Manners so far. We've hit our 5 months of sales yesterday. The name came out, I started advertising Beard Manners sort of early February time this year, but it wasn't until March the 3rd was when we actually opened our store for people. So we hit 5 months of sales yesterday, and yeah, guys, it's been such a ride. I've loved every minute of it. You know, I'm on my phone all day, every day with media, replying to people. I try to be really proactive, taking new orders, processing orders. You know, I dispatch twice a day because I want people to get their orders really super quick, because it's the least that I can do. You know, I might be the person behind Beard Manners, but I've always been a believer when it comes to a business, particularly a product. You know, that's part of the fight, is making something good enough to get it out there and being able to get it out there. But then a lot of it comes down to customers. You know, I was speaking to one of my guys, Aaron Wharton, today. He's been purchasing from me since day one, and he's become a good friend of mine now. As anyone who's purchased from me becomes a friend. I'm really interactive with them. I like to get to know people. That's what I want. You know, and yeah, it's just been so good. The feedback we're getting, the help from reviewers, the help from the UK Beard Portal, the help from our customers. You know, it's hard in business because it's one of these things. You start a business and you always want friends and family to help share things, post things, help promote, and it never happens, and it's not their fault. In the greatest respect, they're the people who probably get bored senseless from it. You know, they just see you're suddenly acting a bit different on Facebook, you're promoting things, and they struggle with it. You know, it's not a dig at any friends or family. A lot of you do share and do stuff, but it's the biggest help, in all honesty, has been the customers, people promoting it, tagging things, recommending us, and you know, I can't thank people enough for that. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to sit here and put myself on a pedestal and say this is all me, because it's not. You know, I've learned a lot from some of my customers with advertising. I mean, you know, Richie, for example, one of my ambassadors, which will be coming too soon. I've always commented to him. He'll do a story on Instagram, and every time I'm like, wow, I love your stories. I just do a plain story. I just put a picture up and some text, and that's kind of me. I'm good at making product. I'm maybe not so good at media, but yeah. So yeah, I'm loving every minute of it, guys. That's all it was. Just going to say a big thank you. Keep everyone in the loop, as I like to do. Don't forget, we've got our Kent brushes and combs out now. If you know anything about combs and brushes, you should know who Kent are. Quality-wise, they're fantastic. You know, if you try one of them, you won't want to go back to anything cheap or basic, because they're just superior to everything else that's out there. So we've got our new brushes out now. We've got the wax due out soon. I've got people messaging me asking about soaps and conditioners and washes. That is something I'm very heavily looking into. Not quite as easy to do, but it will be getting done. You know, I won't stop. I have to have it at the end of the day. So, you know, that'll be my next big thing that I'll be working on. Other than that, next thing you've got coming from me is I will soon be doing a blog about the UK Beard Portal. I've done a write-up about it last week, I think it was. Listen, this UK Beard Portal, I think there's things flying around. You know, this isn't a big boys club. This isn't about if you're with us, you're against us. It's nothing like that at all. You know, there's people that are doing things 100% properly and more so. And they're not in the portal. They don't want to be, they don't need to be. That's entirely up to them. You know, that's not what the portal is about. What the portal is about for me as a consumer, you know, I wish it was about years ago for me, before I started trying some of these so-called big brands that everyone knows about, and then discovering that their stuff wasn't all that great. You know, I wish there was something like this portal that was saying to me, this is a group of companies that have come to us that want to be part of this. They've got their CPSRs, they're insured, they're doing everything the right way, their labels are right, their ingredients are right, they're good quality, they're good people. Come on here and check them out. I wish that happened, because when I started trying different products to find one I liked, God, you all know what it's like, guys. I spent an absolute fortune trying Joe Blogg's beard care and Michael Smith's beard care, just trying all these different beard cares I never heard of, and you know, not quite finding the one I ever liked. I'd find one that I loved the scent but I wasn't keen on the oil, or I liked the oil but wasn't keen on the scent, or I liked the oil but I didn't like the balm or the butter, because I'm one of these, I've always liked to stick with one thing personally. Again, there's nothing wrong with mixing them up. That's got quite a lot of people do mix them up, and it's no problem at all. But I just think, for me personally, I think using one product is the only way you're ever going to know if it's a good product or not, because while you're mixing them up and sharing them all, how do you know which one's making your beard feel great? Because they are all different. It's not just different ingredients, they're blended differently. You could have one of us that's got, you could have 4 of us all work together that all use almonds, or sweet almond in our mix, but one of us might put an 80% mix in, one of us might put 5. You know, so they're all very different. But yeah, guys, so you know, that's what my write-up's going to be on the UK Beard Portal. Is just my reasons to liking it. If you don't like it, it's fine. You haven't got to come on here and have an argument with me, convince me otherwise, because I'm not going to convince you why you should. I'm going to do a blog about why I like it, why I think it's a good thing. And guys, I'm on the committee for the UK Beard Portal now as well. That's because of my knowledge. I'm new to this industry, but the thing with me is I always put a lot in something. I wouldn't just start this on a whim and see what happens. I spent months and months and months researching this, looking into it, going off of products, trying different products because of the research I put in. And the guys saw that, and that's why they brought me in. Plus, everyone knows I like to help out in the community. If people message me, I'll reply. So yeah, so I'm on the committee. So that's the thing, guys. If you're not part of the UK Beard Portal and you want to be, just get in touch. Just get in touch. If you're not doing things the right way, then we're not going to sit there and condemn you and criticise you and air it. What we'll do is encourage you to do it the right way. We'll give you pointers and help. That's what happened with me. My first ever review from Docs, my product got a fantastic review. You know, really, really good for a first review, especially from Docs. If you know Docs, you know he can be quite blunt. You get it wrong, you're going to know. You know, but Docs was blunt with me from the start. He didn't warn me beforehand. He took my product on. I asked him to. And that's it. I'm out there. I'm in the firing line. And as he rightfully put out, my labels weren't up to scratch. As in, you know, I didn't have the Latin terms for some of the ingredients, which is wrong. You know, I didn't have my batch numbers. And other things. There's plenty he came at me with that I had to sort out. And what he done is he didn't air it to everyone. He put it in the review because I asked for the review. If you don't ask for a review, if you just ask for an assessment, it's a very different thing. I threw myself out there and wanted the review, and it's the risk I took. I've now sorted the labels out. But from there, he just helped. He spent absolutely weeks helping me out, giving me suggestions, telling me different ways I could go about doing batch numbers, and you know, and that to me is what the portal's about. It isn't a big boys club. I came into this as a new start, and you know, they gave me lots of help and advice and tips. I've got a good natural knowledge of basic business, which is what's helped me to a degree. Things like that, all the research I put into all the ingredients and product and everything else, nothing was telling me about all of these allergens and everything else. Even CPSRs, I've got to be honest, I stumbled upon a CPSR, or what a CPSR was, literally about a month before I was originally going to start with this. And then the minute I was like, wow, well, I keep seeing this, what is this CPSR? I watched the blog, and then I was like, wow, I need to get all this checked. Luckily, and I'm going to be honest now, because it is luckily what I was doing was right, and I think that is more luck than judgment. But you know, that's just how things are sometimes. But that's what these guys are about. Go to them, ask for help. Come to me and ask for help. We're not there to try and damage other companies. We're there to try and help people and help small batch and help the UK community. So the bearded community. So yeah, guys. Anyway, I'm nearly home now. So thanks for keeping me company on my drive. I'll get this video out. I'll get these waxes out as soon as I can. As always, stay in touch, keep in touch, keep those orders coming in, keep helping out. It's hugely appreciated. And I'll hopefully catch up with all of you again soon. But before then, I've got to say, all the best, take care, and I'll see you soon.